Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Aristotle Full Throttle. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. We do the show 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And today I'm very excited because we have a very special guest, our resident DC aficionado, Ange. Leader.
Tell me that.
How you doing? First,
I'm good.
You're good? How's the weather down there in New Orleans or Louisiana?
It doesn't know if it wants to be cold or hot.
Okay. Well, how about that? What did you? What? That's a thing right now. The people are like, "How about that global warming?" Jen says she can hear us both. This is amazing. But people are like, "How about that global warming?" And it's like, it's climate change, and there's things happening. There's things going on. Cool. All right, things are good. So I think the only problem right now that I have is that Ange hears an echo. But I'm glad that you're here, Ange, because there's news. There's some DC news we got to talk about. And I'm like, I can't think of anybody I need to talk about this with more than you, because you are a DC fan. You're a big, massive DC fan.
Yeah.
and so am I. I've got to say, Jen the Fierce says, "Hey girl, hey." I agree. There's a little bit of the intermittence going on with the just scream as loud as you can. Your whatever you can. I think it might be.
My voice don't work that way.
What's that?
But my voice doesn't work that way. But I'll.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate you being on the show. We're excited because we want to hear your thoughts, Ange. We want to know what you think about this crazy Zack Snyder trailer that came out. Because Zack Snyder, as we all know, got a second chance. And people don't get a second chance like this usually. So, what do you think about that?
I'm excited because I didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
So, and then when I heard that it was going to happen, I was like, oh, wait a minute, what are we going to do?
Well, here we are. I'm like, this is unprecedented. They gave him like $60 million more to do the thing. And by the way, I'm just waiting for more people to shuffle into the room, because guess what, Ange? I have a surprise for you. I have a massive surprise for you, and I will reveal the surprise momentarily, presently, and we'll probably play the surprise throughout the show. Well, you'll be able to see the feed is a little bit better. I have got a surprise for you. You might be able to hear it. We're gonna unveil it at 15 minutes past the hour, because I was
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I was laughing. I was enjoying it. I gotta tell you, when I made Jen's intro the other day, I was laughing. When I made Wesley's, this is like a new thing for the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. Special VIPs get their own intro on the show now. So that's what we're gonna unveil in about 10 minutes. Ange's new intro. So first of all, we're also, right after we reveal that, we're going to go through this trailer bit by bit, because I got it queued up right here. I'm pressing the play button. Oh, there it goes.
I think I watched it enough to where I can listen along.
I think you'll be able to hear it along. Can you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear the multiphonic chanting?
Yeah, whatever that is.
It's like very religious sounding. Hey, Ron Pertee is here. Yes, it's Ange. And Ange, she brought her curls today. She's on point with her curls. Me, I'm like trying to wrangle.
Because of the weather.
It's the weather. It's because it's it's snowing down there, right? Or is it icy?
No, we don't get snow. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But it was icy, though. I saw the bayous were all like dripping with icicles. I say bayou.
And probably like the I know you don't know what it is, but the North Shore, South Shore, and I didn't see any ice or anything.
You didn't see any ice?
It was freezing, but that was like 3-4 days ago.
Yeah. Well, it looked kind of crazy. I saw people using fan boats to get down the street, which is kind of insane. Crazy romper T. This winter was kind of crazy, right? I don't even know what I would do. I'm so spoiled with just sunny and clear. That's why it's so boring. Here I'm like, oh look, it's sunny and clear. It's sunny and clear.
I thought it was 2004, and it was.
I lost you.
Oh no! Can't hear me?
I can hear you now. The mic or something like that? I forget how it works. If you go into, check your TCP IP settings. Hold on a second. If you go into, yeah, it's very choppy, and I want to see if we can, I think it might just be how the mic is working. Are you on Wi-Fi or?
It's choppy on mine.
Oh, okay. If you go to voice and video, go to the sensitivity. Yeah, I right clicked on our Discord and I've turned it all the way up. So let me see.
I'm just soft spoken, guys. I'm sorry.
Also, I've got you turned up 200%. See, that should be good. Well, if you guys are here in the chat and you have a question for Ange, or if you have a thought about the Justice League trailer, we'd like to know. Romper T, I know that you do. But if you're there, just wave, say hi, like the video, share it, and just let you follow if this is your first time here. I'll also, we're gearing up because in about 5 minutes, let's watch the trailer first. Let's watch the trailer one time. No.
It'll be worse if I use that. I already.
Okay. Ron Pertee says
Morning.
You hear that, Ron? You heard it. He's corny. Let's watch go through the trailer, and then we're gonna get a special unveiling of a brand new intro.
Oh no.
We're gonna do this backwards. We're gonna watch the trailer so you can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Been robbed.
Rob Pertee's shaking his head. He said, "Now they're flying over
Out in the dark.
the broken up. Is that Metropolis or? Yeah. No, that's Gotham this time, right?
Gotham on the top. It was more like
God is dead.
Now there's a big.
I had a dream.
Now he's got a dream. That dream involved
Premonition.
donuts. Now you got Darkseid on the wall. And here he comes with his.
This world will fall.
my dark side.
It's not Darkseid?
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
Good golly.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull and don't
Now they
wave the
changed
red
up
cape at it,
Steppenwolf. He's no longer born to be wild.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you
Now they got the Flash. I don't remember that scene. Did he save that girl in the last
that reason is.
movie?
Nope. That was Iris West.
Ooh. Robert T says this film gonna crash worse than Tiger Woods. What?
The age of heroes will never come
What?
again.
Oh man, yeah, it is. Oh, Superman looked mean.
It has to.
I agree with Batman there, with Bruce Wayne. He said,
We live in a society
we live in a society.
where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right? Batman.
I watched this a couple times. What do you think, first of all, First of all, guys, if you're just joining us, that's the first time we're going to watch this trailer. And I'm going to announce right now on the show live, this is Ange, Ayanolita, our special guest, and this is her intro.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby, shut up and give us your money.
All right, that's your new intro. And if you guys missed that intro, I'm gonna play it one more time, or maybe 10 more times today, because it's the debut of the intro of Ange's intro, Ayanolita's intro, one more time, and it's gonna evolve over time. All of the intros evolve over time, because of course Jen is here. So we got Jen in the house, and we've got Ange.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby, shut up and give us your money.
I gotta say that is a special intro. There's just something special about all these intros. I put my heart and soul into them because I really care about my throttlers. That's a fun one. I utilized the latest weekend meme too. Hopefully you'll watch the replay and you'll laugh. I can send you the actual file too, but that's super funny. And so today we're going to talk with Ange. She got her own intro. And what do you think is going to happen in the Justice League? And we're going to have a watch party here on Aristotle Full Throttle for the Justice League Snyder Cut. It's going to be a long marathon of a watch party. I think I'm going to do it at noon Pacific my time, maybe 9 a.m. my time. I don't know what people's schedules are like. I don't know if they're going to be home on that day. It's a Thursday. But we're going to get through it. We're going to do it. Do you think it's going to be hard to watch?
Home, but I'll let you.
You may not be home. Well, I will base it around our hardcore DC group. So if you're home and your brother Will is home, and if Ron is home and willing to watch 4 hours, I know my friend Ollie is going to be watching with us.
That's all that matters.
Exactly. So you think it's going to be better or worse?
I think it's definitely going to be better than what we got.
Right.
But if I'm going by Batman versus Superman, it's going to be
It's going to be what?
Yeah. That's good. It's going to be that was good. Yeah.
The Batman versus Superman, the extended cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ron says he'll definitely watch it. I don't know. I actually was gonna, when I was watching the Batman versus Superman extended cut, I was like, it was really I fell asleep 48 minutes in, I think, because I'm like, it was already long. But what did they add that was different?
Ben Affleck's butt.
Ben Affleck's butt.
An extended fight scene, yeah. Extended fight scenes. Like the fight scenes might have been a little different.
Right. Yeah. Now those are some incredible powers that they were displaying in Batman versus Superman. Do you think that they're gonna show crazy powers in Justice League like we've never seen before?
I know for a fact what's gonna happen with Cyborg.
Oh, right. You got the spoiler info on that?
Yeah. His powers or his weaponry is going to be upgraded more than what we saw in theatrical.
Right. You know, in the theatrical release, the trailer for the theatrical release, we saw the movie.
Yeah, because it looked like Josh Whedon reshot the entire movie. I heard racism, and then I heard sabotage.
Right.
So I don't know.
What do you think about all the Joss Whedon stuff that's going on with him being kind of a jerk, apparently?
A butt?
Yeah, a butt.
It's not the first time I heard it, and it's about time that it gained some traction.
Yeah, he always kind of goes around, and he always seems to be going around like he's the coolest or he's the nicest guy in movies, and I always kind of had
He's
that.
elementary at best.
Yeah, and he was always going like he would always come off like a feminist, but now the women are saying he's not. So it's kind of interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. But Joss Whedon apparently we got.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just reading some comments here. Yeah, hopefully Ron will get more Martha stuff. And we need to know more about the Marthas. But Joss Whedon, apparently Zack Snyder is not going to use any footage from Joss Whedon at all. Like, he's not going to use anything he shot, not a single frame. That's crazy.
And he said he's never even seen a theatrical.
Well, yeah, I don't blame him. It's kind of weird to like walk away from something and then see what happens to it after. Ron Pertee says he's got an opinion about it.
What's your opinion?
So I'm thinking, with 4 hours, how much of that is CG scenes? Because that dark side scene where he's next to the, what's her name, Mama Lord,
The Side and Granny Goodness.
Granny Goodness, that's it. I was close. What she when he's with Darkseid, Granny Goodness, and Steppenwolf is like 10 feet taller than he was in the other one, so that's crazy. That looks all like CG and mocap. So do you think they just did a bunch of sort of I don't know, is that money saving at all to do that, or is they using that $60 million on that kind of stuff?
I don't know where it went, because when all this started, he said they just needed to clean up stuff and add sound effects.
Right. I don't know. I don't trust that. Did they change the color of Superman's suit in post? Or did they do that? Do you know about that?
Well, that's his Tony, because we knew he was supposed to die. And when the merchandise came out for Justice League, I bought it all. And he came out with 2 different hats. His traditional blue and red, and the Kryptonian black and silver.
Ah, so they shot it that way, you think?
Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. Because that's the whole death of Superman and rebirth of Superman arc that I think they were trying to do with Batman versus Superman and this. So what else do you think is going to be in there that we didn't even... I mean, the Joker's going to be in there. We didn't see any Joker in Justice League because they were sort of planning that to be the next Batman movie with Ben Affleck, but then he didn't... Is he coming back to play Batman?
I'm hoping he does. If this does really, really well, a possibility.
Yeah. Would you be excited for the Justice League to have another sequel if it does well?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm wondering, like, I feel like the debate is going to be which one was not as good. I feel like that one.
Definitely. I'm waiting. I'm taking notes. I'm like ready for the haters to say, like, I have on why this one is better.
Right. Well, I mean, I got pretty stoked because I think that Zack Snyder is incredible with visuals. Like, I think his visuals are great. I can just watch his movies with the sound off and they look amazing. Yeah. I think that's, when people get on Zack Snyder about that, about his movies, I always defend his visuals because he's got a distinct style that no one else can do, that no one else has done. You always know it's a Zack Snyder movie when you see it, and it looks cool as heck. So I'm always going to defend him on that.
I think that's as a director.
Absolutely. It's really, a lot of directors don't have that visual sense when it's a visual medium. But I think the problem with Zack Snyder is that he starts there. He starts with the images and then works backwards from that. And he's even said that.
Yeah, he's not a strong writer. Like James Cameron makes beautiful movies, but he can't write. Him or M. Night Shyamalan, they just make beautiful movies. They can't put a story together.
That's so true. I always think of M. Night Shyamalan when he had that Super Bowl commercial for his new movie, Old, I think it's called. They were like, from director M. Night Shyamalan. I was like, I'm tuned out already. I don't want to know. He's got 2 good movies. He's got 2 good movies.
Two?
Is that too many? Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, and then half of Signs. That's it. And then after that,
okay, yeah, until the end of Signs.
Yeah, I think though, what did he do? He did Stuart Little. He wrote the screenplay for Stuart Little.
I didn't see.
Michael J. Fox did the voice, but. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan, I don't get why people think, I don't know. I didn't see the one where it was like the horror movie. Wait, did I? With the old people, and they said they were like... The
Visit? Oh, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah, that was good. Glass was okay. Not Glass.
Glass was hilarious.
I didn't see Glass. I meant Split. I thought Split was good. I always say Glass when I mean
okay. I like Split.
Split was pretty cool because I liked watching James McAvoy act. Hey, Puffy Coils. Yeah, Split was... Puffy
carried that movie.
Puffy Coils agrees. They liked Split. I enjoyed that movie because I was like, James McAvoy can act his head off. And there's scenes in that movie where he's playing... Because he's got multiple personalities. He's playing one personality, playing another personality. And I'm like... That's insane. I should not eat peanuts while on the air because that would make me choke. Just trail.
I have no idea what that's about. Like, Superman powers have been...
I can fourth is coming in.
Because I'm going by his hairline, because Cameron is losing his hair. There's more hair.
Yeah, he does have more hair. And there's no mustache. So he's like, ouchie, I'm dying. Oh, ouch. Superman.
Who's actually?
What's up? Oh, by Jove, I've been murdered to death. What does he say as Sherlock Holmes? What's Sherlock Holmes always say? By Jove? Or he says, great Caesar's ghost or something? I don't know.
Didn't Rob?
I read the books. I haven't really watched it.
Now we... Except for when it's The Dark Knight Rises and they fight in broad daylight. Which did... When The Dark Knight Rises, you got Bane. Little baby Bane over here. He's, it's me, Bane. I can't do all the things today. But in The Dark Knight Rises, they're in the street fighting, and it's daylight, and you could. And I was always like, I thought you guys was in the League of Shadows, not in the League of Daylight fighting.
I never knew Bane was in the League of Shadows anyway. That was news to me.
Yeah, he's basically Batman but with bigger muscles. So and they say he's even smarter than Batman. So
I would say just about based off the comics I read.
I didn't like how they portrayed Bane in well, let's ask Arnold.
Anything.
And anything. What are you talking about? Bane was like a big guy. He was in my movie. He was there, and I was like, you know, hey, Bane, you're just kind of a big guy with that thing stuck in the back of your neck, and that's it.
I couldn't put a sentence together.
He couldn't even talk. He couldn't say one thing.
He has a genius intellect.
He made me seem like I am like an eloquent guy. Bane did. It's crazy. I agree.
I think he would be South American, something in the future. Just make him Latin. He's Latin.
Just make Bane Latin, or Arnold Latin. Do you want to be
Bane's South American?
Oh, that's right. That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot that. See, we're learning all about Bane today. He likes to fight in the daylight, and he's
one of my favorites.
He's cool. I remember when my cousin told me about Bane for the first time, and then I had to go read it for myself. But he was like, "Yeah, Bane, he's better than Batman." I'm like, "Get out of here!" And he's just a big dumb lunk. And he's like, "No, he knows. He's like Batman, but stronger." And yeah, I had to find out that, but like digging deep into the comics and being like, "Oh, they did the same exact training."
Watch the animated series from the 90s. That was like the best portrayal of Bane I could think of off the top of my head.
I'm catching up on the animated series because I've read those comics.
It's okay. That was okay.
Yeah, because I read those comics. I read all 4 of those comics: the Man of Steel, the Son of Krypton, like all 4. When they split up after the death of Superman, they had like 4 major runs of comic books, which was like the Superboy guy, the Cyborg Superman, the dude, the John Henry guy that Shaq played in the movie Steel.
John Henry Steel. Oh.
What was that?
I'm hoping they actually reboot Steel. I heard that they were.
Should Shaq play him again?
No. No. Hard pass.
Is it because he's monotone? Everything he says is one note. Everything he always says is also on one note.
It's Kazam.
Oh, Kazam, that's right. Oh boy, yeah. I remember I couldn't tell the difference. I feel like those were the same movie in my memory. Is he gonna be in Space Jam 2?
Probably. I don't doubt it. Probably.
We need more Shaq, is what I'm saying. We need him to change notes because he's on one note.
I know Will's excited.
Well, sorry?
My brother.
Oh, Will?
I know my brother Will's excited because
Yeah.
Space Jam was like his favorite movie.
My sister watched that movie every day for like a while, and I was like, I'd sit there and watch it.
And he watched it every day for like 3 years.
Yeah. It's like, it's good because it's just dumb. It's just a dumb movie that has all the players and all of the cartoons, and it makes no sense, and they're just like, they kind of just threw everything at the wall.
None.
And they were like, let's see what sticks.
Meanwhile, 10-year-old me just wanted the tennis. Mom, can I?
Well,
I want those Jordans.
That's the thing about the Jordans. That was like that's a huge thing. I mean, someone just asked me the other day how the Bulls are going to do this year, and I was like, I don't know. Without Michael Jordan, it's hard to say. So now we're over Gotham.
They're gonna play.
We're gonna put him in the game. Michael Jordan, please. You're either gonna be in the game, or we're gonna turn you into another crying meme. All right. So
In the dark.
now we're flying over Gotham. Was that the bat wing?
Yeah, it's kind of dark.
The goddess.
What is this? If you're watching the feed on anything, it's that dome that's fallen off the cliff.
I can't.
Okay, but do you remember that part?
I want to think observatory or some kind of. Somebody said what it was, and Zach was like, "Get it." And I never went back to look for what it.
Is that so? That's where Wonder Woman's from, right? Or no?
Themyscira?
Yeah, that's Wonder Woman's home. That's her cliffside mansion.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think that looks like Themyscira. And from all the movies that I've watched, like the new Wonder Woman 1984, I really liked the Themyscira beginning of the movie, and then they had another beginning of the movie after that. 1984 was like,
And then the movie ended after that second beginning to me.
yeah. And the movie took a long time to go. There was like 45. There was a 1 hour in the middle of the movie where there was no Wonder Woman, and I was like, how come I'm watching a Wonder Woman movie without Wonder Woman? I got really.
Right.
I was really kind of upset about that. I was like, wait, how come we just waiting around for her to show up? I think that I feel like Batman versus
Political.
Yeah. We're talking
I
about
noticed that's another thing with Zack Snyder.
he's got the political ideas. He's got the political angle on everything. Like that, I just think of Jesse Eisenberg sticking that Jolly Rancher in that guy's mouth. And I'm like, I'm just like,
That creeped me out. Oh, that creeped me out.
I was just like, who decided this? Did Jesse Eisenberg on the day decide that? He's actually my brother's friend, Jesse Eisenberg. I've never met him, but my brother will hang out with him sometimes, and he says he's weird.
Need to pass that question along. Was this like method acting, or did someone else do this?
Yeah, it's funny because Jesse Eisenberg never, they never talk about that kind of thing. So my brother will, every now and then he'll be like, "What's it like going on The View?" And then he's like, "Well, I don't know. I don't even meet the panelists, the hosts until I go out there to sit on the couch." And that was he just has these brief conversations about his career, but then they just talk about music or something, which is it's just kind of weird. I don't know. Seems like he would want to talk about work. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't. Let's see.
I just got off from work. I'm tired. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he's like, I just shot a $200 million movie. I don't want to talk about it. Hey, Will. Will is here. And hey, Mom.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby. Shut up and give us your money.
So, as you can see, our VIP throttlers get their own intro. That's what we're doing. Today we're talking about the Justice League Snyder Cut trailer. And we're trying to break it down, but we're just, organically talking about random stuff in the DC universe, and also, why Jesse Eisenberg sticks Jolly Ranchers in politicians' mouths. Why? But
I do.
Yeah, exactly. It's I feel like just tattooing that on his back. The why though guy.
Why though?
Yeah. All right, so we're on Themyscira.
Jolly Ranchers for a while.
I know he probably sold out on Jolly Ranchers after that. So, all right. So now we got Themyscira. This dome is crashing down. What's going on there? Did Steppenwolf do that back in the day? Is that why we're
looking at the filter? I think that's supposed to be the scene where he took the mother box.
Ah.
This is just me assuming.
Right. So now the mother box, they go to the boom tubes, right? No. Oh, I lost your feed. Disappeared. I don't know if he's still there. Lost you. We'll have to reconnect. But so apparently there's like space tubes in the world of the DCs. But once we get Ange back, we'll get another. Hold on, there you go.
I don't know what just happened.
The internet. The internet is not friendly with everybody.
Oh.
It's like the internet hates me personally. It has a vendetta against me.
Too many afros.
Too many afros. The internet can't handle it. All this fro. The internet overloads. So now we got this. We've got Themyscira. The dome is falling down, crashing down, and you got the multiphonic chanting, which is really cool, by the way. Multiphonic chant. I guess you could chant that.
The god is dead.
Well, I'm gonna sing along to it. And he's like,
Yeah.
is he gonna be in this? You think?
I hope not.
What you got against his Lex Luthor?
It was weird and it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, like in not a good way, right? Like
Yes.
This is just awkward.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Jesse Eisenberg to do it better next time. If there's ain't gonna be no next time though.
Okay.
Now, explain to us what's going on here with this Batman holding a gun. Because Batman notoriously does not use handguns, but he puts guns all over his planes and all over his cars and will shoot you with guns from his car, but not from his hand, because he has ethics.
Or not.
Or not. So what's going on with...
Because in Batman 89, he had the gun. And he missed the Joker, like, just shot on either side of him.
That's right. He did shoot the Joker to death, and the Joker was counting on him not doing that because he was like, Batman always sticks to his rules, and yeah. I am going to try to push him to break his rules. And if I can, that's my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger is when he falls off, when he crawls out of the overturned 18-wheeler, and he's standing in the street, and he picks up his gun, and Batman's coming at him on the Batcycle, and he's coming straight at, Batman will also put guns on his Bat motorcycle, but not in his hands. He will not hold a gun because of his morals.
Doesn't count.
So now he's going straight at Heath Ledger, and Heath Ledger's the Joker, and he's like, come on, because Heath Ledger wants so badly for Batman to break his one rule. In that moment, he's like, run me over so that I can win this, which is an amazing moment because you're like, well, heck, if Batman kills the Joker right now, then the Joker wins. Game, set, match.
So he's not.
But he didn't. You all not watching Superman and Lois? Oh, is that on right now? You know what?
It's on right now. I'm recording it.
We got it on record. I want to watch it, actually, because our own Ricky Elliott, Escape from Post, Ricky Elliott did, he may or may not have shown me, I will not out him on this, but some of the visual effects that he was working on for this very show. So I will watch that in honor of Ricky Elliott because he's a visual effects artist, and he has done some of the animation for Superman's cape and stuff like that in this episode. So, guys, watch that and support your local visual effects artist, the Ricky Elliott.
That could be a special. That is so hard.
But this.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything.
Oh, no.
But I'm not. What? But I can, baby. Shut up and give us your money.
The intros, they get more and more ambitious, I'll say. They're all equally funny and silly, but the more layered, I think. But I haven't seen from Wesley today, but if Wesley's out there, you may or may not have had an addition to your intro. So Is This Will says Samsung TV and AT&T don't support antenna or the CW app. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe acquire it somehow. But I do want to watch Superman and Lois because I love the dynamic between those two characters. Now, why don't you like Superman? Besides why he's corny.
We had this conversation. He's just so hard to relate.
Because he's got all the powers.
And maybe or maybe not, I got made fun of for liking Batman growing up because he didn't have any power.
Well, that's the cool thing about
the boys were like, Superman could kill Batman.
Well, do you think that Superman could kill Batman or Batman could kill Superman?
Either or. They could kill each other. They definitely could.
That's true. I feel like Superman could have killed Batman very readily in Batman vs. Superman a couple of times and just didn't.
Yeah.
But then Batman was like, okay, now
when
let me...
need the Batmobile. Yeah.
I liked when Superman just ripped the top off of the Batmobile. Yeah, he's like, stop following me.
Now it's a convertible.
Yeah, and Batman was like, you gonna pay for that? You're gonna have to watch it on mobile and cast it to TV. Interesting. That's an interesting way to watch it.
That's usually how I do on my phone, my TV.
I've got to figure out how to get the gaming situation going in a way that my system can handle it these days. My computer, I just added all this new great software to it, but now my computer's like, ouch, my back. So it's really difficult to.
Mediocre.
So now explain to this the nightmare situation. Why has Batman got a gun? Is this
like an dream from BVS? Then it's just a possible future when Darkseid puts Superman in charge of the Earth.
Oh, why does he put Superman in charge of the Earth?
Because Lois Lane dies, and he has nothing else to live for, so he turns evil.
Huh. It has nothing to do with
starts
Martha?
his own regime.
Now...
Jeez.
He's like, Lois Lane is dead. Save Martha. But, yeah. I mean, everybody hates the Save Martha thing. I don't hate it as much. But I just don't hate it as much as everybody.
People started making fun of it.
People are like, it's a funny meme. I get it. I get why it's like, but people are like, it's totally unforgivable. And I'm like, what's unforgivable to me about Batman vs. Superman is that they could have avoided fighting by just saying, Superman could have just said, in my loud, powerful, super voice, Batman, we need to talk. And then Batman would have said, I'm a reasonable man. And then they would have had a conversation.
He was not reasonable. He had that 1%.
He's like, 1% equals 1,000,000%. And I'm like, okay, Batman, you shouldn't do my taxes. Let's see. Now we got Diana. She's now at. What is this temple? Is this the Temple of Doom?
No, from the theatrical, it's when the signal for her to come help, or it could be the temple in Themyscira where they see the mosaic of the first Darkseid.
Okay, yeah, because she sees this painting on the wall, and that's so that's.
And it says Uxta on the left.
What does that mean?
I was told that it translates
to what?
It translates to Darkseid from Greek.
From Greek. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Will agrees that Superman is definitely OP. Yeah. But I think it's pretty cool because Batman keeps a kryptonite bullet in his utility belt at all times, encased in lead, so Superman doesn't see it, and the radiation does not like go through the lead. So anytime if Superman goes rogue, Batman can shoot him through the heart. I guess he'd have to.
The best example is Justice League Doom. Watch Justice League.
Justice League Doom. Is that the one with the contingency plan where Batman has a contingency for every member of Justice League? See, that's cool to me. I think that it's pretty cool that even though Batman doesn't have superpowers, he has devised a plan to take down everybody because he's always planning. He's always neutralize. That's right. He doesn't want to kill, but he does want to render them incapable of going nuts, or faculties or something like that.
He said if they have under mind control, or they decide there's a contingency plan for each member of the Justice League
to neutralize them. I think I might benefit from calling my cable company and upping my bit rate. I feel like would that help? I don't know. I might need to ask Jake that question. Isis Will says the injustice motivation for Superman would make sense if he considers Batman responsible for Lois's death.
Yeah, because in the Injustice comic, I think it was the Joker that killed Lois, and Batman didn't want Superman to kill her, and that's how they fell apart.
Batman's got a, he's always trying to orchestrate things.
Yeah.
And if, I like that Batman will sacrifice himself or his image for the sake of creating order. If he, becoming the bad guy at the end of...
and that's why he's perfect.
What was that?
And that's why Batman's my favorite hero. He's more logical than...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And as a kid, that taught me to, use critical thinking skills. Think practical.
Mm-hmm. That's what I like. I didn't like Batman as a kid because I thought, he doesn't have any powers. What's the big deal? And then I realized that that's the big deal, is that he can be just as much a superhero and arguably the best superhero among the Justice League, because...
Are you just saying that because I'm...
No, I agree. I like Superman the most, but I think Superman is like the Boy Scout. He's a good guy, so he's gonna do what's right all the time. But Batman, but that's why I think Superman is good, because you need somebody who's gonna do the right thing, always walk down the same path morally, and then you have Batman contrast with that, where Batman's like, look, I'm gonna get the job done. You might not like the way I do it, but I will create order at the end of... the world would be less chaotic at the end of the day, but I might use some questionable methods. So, he's always doing...
I like Superman now, though, because of Man still.
What was that? Let's say that again?
I like Superman now because of the movie Man of Steel.
Well, I just don't know why he didn't save all the people in Metropolis. There were so many people dying, and he was ignoring it. He's just he saved the kids on the bus. They were seeing his character. He pushed the bus out the water. Then he just lets Metropolis crumble to bits. Then they literally throw a bus full of people at him, and he jumps over it. He's just whoop. They're like, hey, Superman, do you remember saving all those kids on a bus? He's like, screw buses.
Nah.
He doesn't really care anymore. Jennifer says she just like Henry Cavill better than Ben Affleck. Well, everybody's got their preference.
Right.
That's a fair preference as well. Batman is logical and practical until you get his version of the Joker going to be an ex-Robin.
I haven't heard that. I don't think so.
I feel like he wants to close the loop of that moment in Batman vs. Superman where Bruce Wayne looks at Robin's suit and it said like, what?
Jokes on you, Batman.
Yes. So do you think that this version of Joker, I feel like this is a different Joker played by the same actor, Jared Leto, than in Suicide Squad. Just like, say, Jamie Foxx is coming back to play Electro in the next Spider-Man. I think they can use the same actor but a different version.
I think, especially looking at the Vanity Fair pictures that came up, that it's just part of the nightmare sequence.
Right. And
because there's a picture of him when he looks like Jesus.
I saw that. It's a little on the nose.
And I'm wondering if that's the Joker's way. Like, since Superman has got like, I could be the Messiah.
Right. Yeah, because in a world that's full of chaos, the guy who is the orchestrator of chaos can be king, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like basically the inverse of the world. It's the worst nightmare of Batman to have a world that's in complete chaos. That's pretty cool, actually. And then have Joker be like, I love it. I win, Batman. I win.
If there's an attack.
Now they're walking down this hallway. You got Granny Goodness. You got Darkseid. And then you have a helmetless.
And Decide.
Yeah. And who? Defy?
Decide.
What about, now you got a helmetless and a weirdly different face than in the other version. You've got Steppenwolf has a different face now. It looks more alien.
So if you go and if you have the DVD for Batman vs. Superman, there's a deleted where Lex Luthor saw like an image of Steppenwolf, and that's what it looks like.
Oh.
So I'm wondering if he's just continuing from that.
So they established that. Steppenwolf's look. Cool. That's interesting. Because Steppenwolf had like just a guy's face in Justice League, the one I saw the movie. I liked
his eyebrows. His eyebrows made me laugh.
He had a weird mouth and everything. What was your favorite part of that version of Justice League?
Nothing.
Okay, fair enough. So now Steppenwolf's got different armor. It's spiky. It's got spikes all over it.
And it moves.
That's pretty cool, actually. Again, Zack Snyder has a really cool visual style, and like I like an idea of like this organic from like the projection image. Remember that in Batman vs. Superman when it looks more like
building an alliance.
Now you got Aqua Hunger Force Teen Hunger Force, Jason Momoa under the water now.
To defend.
I like that they fixed up the underwater effects than when he was just in what was it, Batman vs. Superman for like a second. He was just holding his breath. He's like,
I guess because he's supposed to be a real life.
Yeah.
I don't know the timeline.
Yeah, this timeline. I haven't watched Aquaman yet. I started to watch it, but I really do want to.
Take your time.
Fair enough. I feel like I started watching it and I'm like, I gotta be in a real campy, hokey mood to watch that because I feel like it's not gonna be good, but it'll be fine. Oh, I just heard a sound.
Watched it?
I heard a sound.
Because Black Manta's from New Orleans. It literally grew up not too far from where I grew up.
Ah, interesting. So that's one reason to watch it. Now, here's an important thing, because you showed us your shirt in the Discord. If you guys want to see Ange's cool shirt that she shared with us in the Discord, which supposedly tells the story of this movie, of Zack Snyder's version of Justice League, you can subscribe to Twitch here on my channel. And if you do that, or if you just follow, you can qualify to win a PS5 here on Aristotle Full Throttle. Also, Discord and talk about these theories because it's fun. Now look at Cyborg. He's got arm cannon. He's got, what is he also got?
It looks like it's coming out his neck too.
Yeah, everything's coming out as
To defend ourselves.
now he's powered by the mother box, right? He is a mother box. He's
In that version, yeah.
okay. What is he? What are the other versions of him? Like what is
Where his dad completely rebuilt. I don't think so, because he's the really sad thing about Cyborg, and I love him, but they always find a way to pull Cyborg apart, literally,
right?
and that hurts my feelings.
That's kind of like what they do with Vision on WandaVision. They're always
Yeah.
killing WandaVision. They're always killing Vision, and Wanda is always. I don't know if she's OP.
That just hurts because he's like the only black superhero,
Yeah, you don't want to sit
and they
there.
always mess him up worse than
That seems unfair. Hey, you are one QT. Shy, if you'd like to chime in, we'd like to hear your thoughts on this trailer too. It's crazy. Oh, now there goes Flash. Looks like they're at the same site when they revived Superman and they fought him after they revived him in the original theatrical release. Are they gonna redo that whole scene, you think?
that scene looked like it was actually just taken from this Zack Snyder movie, and Josh Whedon didn't do anything.
Right.
So when you go back and look at the theatrical, the filters change, and you can tell what was Zack Snyder and what was Josh Whedon.
That's right, because Joss Whedon made it more like bright colors and instead of the muted colors. And I remember
And the CGI was in neat.
I did like the fact that they did the callback when Superman picks up Batman and he's like, "Tell me, do you bleed?" I was like, "Oh
I
snap!"
hate that part.
You hate that part? I was like, "Uh-oh, it's on." I liked it. And
It's
then,
on Josh Whedon because Superman's mouth is on something.
yeah, he had the lip. Look, I don't have a mustache. I'm just like Henry Cavill.
Unnecessary.
See? There's no mustache here. Well, I must ask you a question, and what is going to happen? Oh, look at this. Now you got those flying guys, those alien flying dudes. What are they
The
called?
Parademon?
Parademons. What do they do? I remember they're just like bugs, right? They're the Chitauri?
Just about. That's my understanding from the comics and from the animated cartoon movies. That's minions.
They're dark sides, like flying monkeys, basically.
Yeah.
Fair enough. What about this? I like Alfred.
I like Jeremy Irons.
He's great. He was great in Watchmen. Did you watch Men?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty amazing. I thought it was one of the greatest TV series ever. We probably talked about that already. Mean mugging Superman was the best part of the Whedon cut. It says, "Is this Will?" Now,
Yeah.
he's like this. "Do you bleed?"
I remember sitting in the movies like, what?
Yeah, I loved, listen, call me crazy, but that moment when all Superman he's like, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, he's just holding them all back, and then Flash tries to get around, and Superman just goes like, what?
That part, I think I stood up and clapped in the movie.
That was amazing. That was what I went to the movies to see.
That was Zack Snyder.
Okay, so that was a Zack Snyder move. Now that was cool because I was like, yes, that's exactly right. You can't get past him. He's gonna be like, what are you trying to do? And then he did that super hyper fast fight, and Flash
My
got
brother brought to my attention that Superman still couldn't punch him because the Flash was still just a little faster.
That was cool. I like that. And Superman were flying, or like Superman was flying. I don't know if it was a foot race or I think Superman was flying. It might have been a foot race.
I think it's two versions where he was flying and
because I liked
another
that.
where he
when he raced the Flash, and they go around the world in less than a second, but the whole comic book is like they're running across the ocean, they're running across the plains of Africa, they're like in eastern Siberia, and they're like, and as they're going, they're kind of like neck and neck the whole time, and then I think Superman still wins though.
debatable.
He's OP. He's like, I got all your powers. Now look at this.
Don't wave the...
I love this little shot here of the hologram of Superman because that
Don't
looks
wave the red cape.
animation on that is so cool.
The red
so
cape at it.
Yeah, it's like the red flapping cape looks so great.
Cape at it.
The edit, I like the vocal with the audio, the visual, where you said if you show the bull the red cape,
Yes,
and then you see the red cape.
that was a good line. He's like, don't wave your flat like the red cape and flat. What does he say? He says it right here. He says,
Wave the red cape at
if you see the bull, don't wave
it.
it.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
That's a great line.
Yeah.
If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave your red cape. That's because I guess Batman, Bruce Wayne's like, yeah, he's got the OP, and I'm just a guy. And he's like, we need to be down with OP. They bring back Pa Kent here. That's an interesting visual. Again, this is Zack Snyder. Now we're parsing this, but Zack Snyder's image of John, is it John Kent? What was his name?
Yes.
That image of him, Jonathan Kent. Yeah, he's fallen in the goop, and so is Clark in the background. I actually like that.
You were here for a reason.
You don't like that? That was like a meme. I'm gonna get that freeze frame. This looked like it was.
Even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out.
I could tell that there was reshoots when Ben Affleck was talking to when he went to Alaska to go find Jason Momoa. Cops are coming. Or they bring back that floaty rock thing by Superman's hands.
The floaty rock. Oh yeah, it's power.
What do you think about that? Like that Superman creates a field around him.
I think that's pretty cool because it's visually cool and
Yeah. I think it's pretty
you
cool.
know it's about to take off flying.
It kind of explains why he can fly and just like hold someone's hand like he does with Lois Lane in the original Superman movie, that he's generating like a field. Now,
I thought it was more like him getting ready to take off and he's vibrating at such a force that stuff floats around him.
that seems,
I guess it's the same.
yeah, that seems pretty cool too. Like he's sort of vibrating so fast or something that he can sort of lift his body off the ground. I'm like pausing all these quick shots here. Now there's a shot of Cyborg grabbing a mother box. What's that about? Is that when they're trying to revive Superman, you think?
I remember like 2 years Zach was like releasing bits and pieces of the storyboard He said on that part, it's when it was Cyborg was separating the mother boxes, and he saw Darkseid about to come through, or a vision of Darkseid.
Oh.
So I think that's what that is.
I wonder too, because you see the Flash coming up, running up behind him to touch him. So I wonder if he's trying to grab him because he's getting sucked into the mother box here. Yeah, there's a wave of energy that flies through him.
If you look at the theatrical, you can see like where he separates him and he looks up, and it's like a sharp edit. Like they took out something.
Yeah. There were some weird edits in that theatrical cut. I was like watching it going, this seems weird. There goes Steppenwolf is catching that mother box now. So Steppenwolf's going to get his hand on that. I like Batman's cape too. That's cool. I got to say that Batman's athleticism and his agility has never been shown better than Zack Snyder's version of Batman.
Oh, I agree.
I think that watching Batman be kind of a brute force guy is cool. I love, especially like when he punches that dude's head through the floorboards. That scene.
I think that was a call to the Arkham series game.
Right. That does look like that. I do love that scene because it's kind of brutal, and you're like, oh, this does seem like if you're a criminal and you're in that warehouse and this guy just comes through and just beats the crap out of everybody like it's nothing. Like, I think that's like truly a terrifying visual of like, oh, there's no way. It's like, uh-oh. Like, I feel like there's never been...
BVS came out in my brain. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying how, like, I feel like there's never been a true terrifying version of Batman where I feel, the other versions were cool, and I get that the characters in the movie are scared of him, but when you see him kind of come down through the roof and just literally I watched that scene over and over again because it's just fun to see that there's just no chance against him. There's no chance. He's a ninja. Oh. I think Flash is going to be less funny.
I hope so. I gotta hope so.
Yeah, they definitely try to make him jokey. Now, I was bringing up your shirt before because the big thing about the advertising for this movie was Unite the Seven. And look, I'm counting heads here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, plus Superman. That's only 6. Who's the 7th?
And Martian Manhunter.
Is he going to physically be in this, you think? I think he's going to be in it. I think I heard him say he was going to be in it. Now, he was General...
That's what Harry Lennox said. He's definitely in there.
That's cool. Finally, we'll see an actual on-screen representation of all the major players of Justice League, which we still didn't get to see.
Yeah.
Said the age of heroes would never come again.
That's a drunk Gal Gadot. Up. This is the most important question. Is Aquaman gonna go? Yeah.
I kind of hope so. That's like Jason Momoa's thing.
That is his thing. I think that he'll connect better with Cyborg saying "booyah," which I was like, does he really say that? And I was like, oh yeah, that's his catchphrase. And I'm like, all right.
It's not really a catchphrase.
What's his catchphrase?
He doesn't have one. Like, from Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go made it up for the cartoon version, but Cyborg never really had a catchphrase.
Yeah, because I saw that in the movies and I was like, really? They're going to make the black guy say booyah? What? Like, I'm not.
And you can see in his face he didn't want to say it.
Yeah, I was like, this just, that I feel wronged by that. But here's Superman getting all
Me, Morgan.
This is my impression. Let me get a cape. I don't have a cape.
Superman.
I got a blanket. Let me get a blanket. Oh, I have a blanket over there. Oh wait, I have a shirt. This is my shirt. I keep it on the floor.
There we go.
Ready?
Ready.
Look at me. Mean muggin'. I
gotta poop.
I just don't have the laser eyes. I'm trying.
I gotta take a picture of all my hats I bought in 27 and send it to y'all.
You gotta keep them. You gotta keep them pristine. Oh, it has to. Did they reshoot this? No, they didn't reshoot any of this, huh? Because Ben Affleck looks.
Deborah Snyder said they only shot 4 minutes.
Huh. Did Ben Affleck come back to shoot? I guess he shot his scenes with Jared Leto. So he shot some scenes with him.
I think he was the only one that did come.
Right. Now we got this. Kal-El Holden. Kal-El Holden face, yeah.
We live in a society.
We live in a society. Now his voice is different than Batman.
He sounds run down.
He does.
We're honored.
He's not like this.
He needs to desperately see a chiropractor.
He's like, ow. Oh, I feel so much better. Thank you, Batman. Batman's like, I've got just the thing. Here, let me punch you in the middle of the back. I learned this when I was inside of the pit across the other side of the world. They just punch you right in the back, and you're fine. You get a spine, you got a vertebra out of place. Just get some guy to kick you right, punch you right in that spot. You'll be fine.
It's pretty hard.
Oh boy.
Isn't that right?
Batman. I mean, I got chills for that.
Chill.
Yeah, I'll admit, I got some chills with a different Joker. I like that Jared Leto's a good actor. I just think his Joker was kind of like a different take on the Joker.
Weird.
It was definitely weird, and I thought there was potential there. I just didn't think he was necessary at all in that movie. In Suicide Squad, I was like, why is he even here? There's no reason. If you cut him out of that movie, the movie still happens the same way. It doesn't even need him.
And they said they cut 20 minutes of him out.
Yeah, I feel like they just filmed with Jared Leto all day, because I think he thought he was going into this movie making a Joker movie because he's the head bad guy and it's all about. And I think they did him wrong. I think they did Jared Leto wrong. He won an Oscar.
He did him very definitely.
And he was like, I gotta take on Joker. And they just kind of like were like, okay, sure, okay. And then they went along with it and they cut him out. So that's it. There's no. So that's the trailer. Scene for scene, shot for shot. What do you guys think out there?
Rated R.
Rated R. There's going to be an F word or two. Maybe there'll be more Ben Affleck's.
It looks super violent because they're sharing different clips from the movie. The scene where Steppenwolf is just slicing into the Amazon. Just so much blood.
Oh boy. If there's too much blood, I might have to take a Pepsid. Let's see. Isiswell says the biggest mistake of the Snyderverse was their portrayals of Joker and Lex Luthor. Yeah, you can't have a fun superhero without a really good villain. It's all about the villain. They got to be interesting.
The motive.
You got to like the villain. You got to like hating the villain. Like Loki, for me, Loki, I'm like, man, Loki always gonna Loki, but I like him, but I hate him. But I like him, but I like Magneto. I like him, but I hate him.
Yeah.
You know, like Hans.
Like Thanos.
Thanos. Yeah, like I'm like, I get what you're up to, but stop it. Just stop it, dude. Just, I'm like, Thanos, you're just kind of unrelenting. Just have a heart, man. Like, why you gotta just kill half the universe because you think it's right?
It still mathematically didn't make any sense. Still would have been over.
I actually saw, maybe I'll share that in the, I thought that too, but then I watched a film theory episode on that, and they said that if you cut the growth in half of the universe, technically, it's a film theory episode on YouTube called Thanos Was Right. And like, basically, everything will level off. So if you cut that growth in half, it'll level off lower. So it's like math. It's weird. It dealt with populations or something like that, and it said, and they made it make sense. But I agree. Like, if you cut everything in half, then it's the same problem. But I guess you have more space. Everybody got twice the size of a house. For a minute. They wanted their Thanos, so they wanted to build up Darkseid as soon as possible, says Is This Will. Yeah. I mean, they didn't do the long play.
Came out first.
Darkseid did come out first, but they wove Thanos into the Marvel universe for 8 years, 7 years. So that was a slow burn. But they did change that character of Thanos by the time we got to meet him in Infinity War officially. Like, he seemed very two-dimensional. Like, he was just like this guy sitting on a chair. Cartoony. Even the way that he was voiced by, what's his name? Kevin, Johnny, Bobby, Freddie. What's his name? Mike. I'll see it pop up in the chat in a second if I can't think of it. But even the way he was voiced by that guy, he was different. He had a different demeanor. Because before that, I think they just had him come in and do the voice, and they're like, eventually you're going to play Thanos. Jennifer says, still Team Marvel, but I love you, Ange. We all love you, Ange. Thank you for being here to talk about the Snyder Cut. You're going to watch it with us here on the watch party? Josh Brolin.
And Thursdays is busy for me, but I'll try.
Well, Thursdays, I'm good until 6:30 p.m. So I was planning on doing a watch party from noon to 4, and then doing trivia from 5 to 6-ish. And then I have my hangout on Zoom every Thursday with my friends because, it's a pandemic. So maybe we can wait. We can hold off. I see the problem with holding off to the next day is it's just going to be all over the internet, whatever happens.
The internet is going to be all over. Yeah.
And I get frustrated by the fact that people can't wait 5 minutes. I get up at 8 in the morning on Friday. I already see on Twitter or YouTube everything is spoiling WandaVision. I'm like, you can't wait till I had lunch?
You have 24 hours to respond.
Yeah. That's true, Will. The original actor who played Thanos was an African-American guy. Or African, I guess. He was a black guy in the original.
That's the problem with Marvel.
When he looked over his shoulder.
That is my entire problem.
Yeah. Like, why couldn't they just keep the same actor? Thanos is a purple alien. Does not have to be played by any particular...
No, they make all the black people sidekicks. Like, come on.
That is a problem with Marvel. I'll tell you, when I was driving down the street and I looked at the big banner, I'll find it right now. The banner of Endgame. Like, this was on the side of the marquee of the theater that I was looking at. think it was this version of the poster. I don't know how to. Maybe I'll visit. Let's see. Open image. Not gonna work. So, yeah. And I was looking. Yeah, this is the one. I was looking at this poster. I think you know which one I'm talking about. And I was like,
I know exactly what.
I'm looking at this poster, driving down the street in Hollywood. I'm like, it's 2020 or 2019 when this came out. And everybody's being like, oh, we woke. But then I look at this and I'm like, okay, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy, white guy. Purple guy played by a white guy. Another white guy down here. And that's, so how many, this 1, 2, this, I'm just making an observation here. 1 white guy, 2 white guy, 3 white guy, 4 white guy, 5 white guy, 6 white guy, 7 white guy, 8 white guys on a poster. That's just the white guys. And then you've got a blue alien played by a white lady, a white lady who's played Black Widow, and then Captain Marvel, the OP superhero, white lady. Now those are the largest. Oh, sorry, I forgot to count white guy playing the raccoon on the front. And now those are the largest images. Those are the largest faces on this poster. They're the largest faces. And then Okoye, not even facing the camera. She's like over here. Okoye is like over here, looking to the side.
Profile.
And then you've got War Machine, tiny, very tiny War Machine. Very, very tiny War Machine. And then, like, if you compare the size of the figures in this poster, Rocket Raccoon is more prominently featured than the only 2 black people on this poster. And it's just amazing to me.
And it's not just that, it's like they make sidekicks and it's like their identity doesn't exist outside of their main hero.
Exactly. Like Okoye is Black Panther's sidekick, and he was dead. He died in the other movie. You've got War Machine here, and I feel like they put War Machine on there because they're like, oh my God, there's just so much whiteness happening. We need to put War Machine on when let's face it, everybody, he's War Machine. He's not really. He's just hey, Tony Stark, I'm here if you need a guy to get sad over for breaking his back. I'll be over here in case
And they never fixed his back.
They never fixed his back. But Doctor Strange, I guess, was on the way to go fix his back, apparently. But yeah, that to me is very disappointing. Agent. Here's why it's disappointing to me in the acting world, because I hear so many actors and stuff go, it's much better for people of color now. And I'm like, is it though? Because look at this poster. Like, is it though?
Is it?
I feel like everybody's overcompensating, especially these last few months. So like every commercial has 2 brown people. And I'm like, how are they even, like, there's 2 brown people in this commercial. I am shocked. So now, like, right now is the moment.
Racially ambiguous family.
Exactly. They always have the racially ambiguous. There's a guy who looks kind of like me, and he's in every commercial, and I see him at every audition, and he gets it, and I'm mad at him, so I got to take out his knees or something. But so anyway, this is, I feel like, proof that we did not really come all that far. This was like the highest grossing movie ever made, the highest, and it's just all, and the reason is, one of the reasons for their marketing is they don't like to, like China, apparently, you can't put black people on posters in China because it's like, apparently they censor it. So it's crazy.
They're also really, for doing blackface in their plays.
Yeah, that's not cool. But,
no.
All right. Get rid of that.
Cringe.
Yeah. That's true. Will's pointing out Doctor Strange's sidekick is Wong. Tony's sidekick is Rhodey. Captain Marvel's sidekick is Rambo. Spidey sidekick is Ned.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Ant-Man.
Oh, minority.
Yeah, everybody's Thor is Heimdall. Yeah, exactly. Captain America is...
And their identity doesn't exist outside of the hero.
Right. Which, now, they're switching that up, I feel like, maybe just a little bit with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because I think Falcon is the main guy, and Winter Soldier is his sidekick, which is... I don't know. I feel like they're still going to walk the line.
I think it's Anthony Mackie. So much grief, though.
Yeah. Why would they giving him grief? Oh, Bucky was giving him grief?
Well, there was like a lot of like with shooting from Anthony Mackie. Was the same with like with Ray Fisher. They had like the same issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's a crazy business. It's like people... Yeah, it's just a crazy business. I feel like it's not fair. It's not a fair one. The world isn't fair, Ange.
At all.
But here at Aristotle Full Throttle, we keep it fair. We keep things fair. I believe in equity. I believe in equality. I believe everybody gets a fair shake. And so we got to just do our part as much as possible, I think. But
that's why I'm here.
And that's why you're here. Well, that's why I'm here, to be honest. I'm like, you know what? There are not enough brown faces on the freaking internet that are like, in my opinion, I mean, there are plenty of channels, but I'm like, I feel like I sit here for 4 or 5 years doing this channel, and I find it more. Listen, my channel. There's some funny stuff that happens here. There's some good stuff. There's some good vibes that go on here. I think it can catch on. I think that with with our group of folks here, the way we kind of keeping the vibe is a good, positive, constructive vibe, and I think that to me that's motivating to keep it moving forward. So.
You're doing good work because I stayed around.
Yeah, thank you for sticking around. The show's always gonna. I feel like I gotta do it. I gotta do the show, and it's always gonna be here. And y'all can hang out whenever and chat whenever and geek out. It's fun.
It is. It makes me laugh.
All right, good. That's all that matters. You know what else matters?
Say, baby, I can destroy
I forgot about it. Oh no.
But I'm not. What? But I can, baby. Shut up and give us your money.
That is epic.
Oh my God.
Will, you're next. All right. Well, we had fun. We talked a lot. We had a lot of thoughts on this trailer. We had a lot of thoughts about the industry. And I think we solved all the problems of the world today.
Racism solved.
Yeah. It's been solved. Aristotle Full Throttle, racism solved. Also, Aristotle Full Throttle, quote, it's fun. Yeah, Will.
That should be the next.
That's the catchphrase. That's the next shirt. It's fun.
Yeah.
I got to figure out which font that is. All right. Well, that's what we learned today, I think. Thank you, Ange. You're the best. You're top-notch throttler.
That's right.
You got the insight. You've got the fandom that we like to geek out over. I'm a fan of DC. I said Disney almost. I'm a fan of DC for sure. I just want this movie to be excellent, or at least I thought Justice League was fine. I left the movie, I was like, all right, that was fine. Maybe not worth 10 or 12 or 15 or $20 or whatever. I probably paid like $16.50.
$6.
I used to go see the movies on Friday morning for $6.87 or something like that. But it was
where I live, there was a movie thing, and it's just like cheap. It's just cheap.
See, that's what I like. I don't mind getting up at 8 in the morning to go see a movie for $7, but I feel like it's very rare nowadays, and hopefully movies come back. But I think right now the way to watch movies is the way we've been doing it, watching TV shows together.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to the movie.
Yeah, it's going to be a minute before I go back to an indoor place with a bunch of people coughing and breathing.
And then who knows what's going to get caught in your throat.
Who knows? But hopefully we can get that vaccine pretty soon. I just got a text today that was like, thank you for registering recently for the thing for your vaccine. We'll let you know when your number comes up. And I registered like 2 weeks ago. So I guess it's going to be a minute before I get that vaccine. But, all right.
My mom got her.
Well, I'm glad. I hope everybody in your family gets well soon and gets their vaccines and everything goes good, because that's what we want, a better 2021 than last year. We don't even want to remember 2020. Why don't we just redo 2020 starting now? We'll yes. Neuralize everybody. We'll wipe 2020 from everybody's brain. We just need Tommy Lee Jones and his sidekick Will Smith. I'm kidding. I feel like it was the other way around though. Will Smith is...
It's kind of the other way around now. Right?
Yeah.
Will Smith is no one's sidekick.
Yeah, I like that he's legit. I consider Will Smith, and fight me on it, Will Smith is the Harrison Ford of the 90s. So if you think about Harrison Ford...
I'm not going to fight you, Heidi.
If you think about that, I feel like Will Smith got summer hit after summer hit after summer hit, and Harrison Ford had like Blade Runner, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Indiana Jones is the next one, and then another Indiana Jones. So I feel like Will Smith was that for the 90s. But
until Wild Wild West.
Until Wild Wild West, he fought a giant mechanical spider. Hey, Noel. All right, we were just leaving, but before we go, I'd like to walk us through Jen's intro, because Jen is here. She's a stalwart. She watches the show every day. Here we go. All right. And, of course, Ange. And if you guys missed this in the beginning, Ange is going to go out on her intro, which is as follows.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything. But I'm not. What? But I can. Baby. Shut up and give us your money.
All right.
I hate the sound of my voice.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful singing voice. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Ange. And we'll be back here tomorrow to talk about geeky stuff like we do every day. Have a great night. Bye.
Yeah.